Hey guys, this is Rudy. I hope everyone is doing well. I'm just going to chat today. Felt the need from my perspective and at least to get it out there and share some things and get some things off my chest. But I got to say from the bottom of my heart, I truly appreciate and love every Patriot brother and sister out there getting the word out and doing their best to wake people up and try to do things, whatever those things are, whether it be on YouTube or whatever the case may be. We all don't have to agree on every single topic. That's not important. The important thing is that we believe in freedom and liberty, the independence of man, and we don't want to be controlled like a domesticated pet by our tyrannical leaders. So I think I would sometimes just absolutely lose my freaking mind if I didn't have my Patriot brothers and sisters on YouTube. And I've heard people refer to us as some sort of cult. I don't see it that way at all. I see it that we allow disagreement. We'll allow each other to go after one another and attack our viewpoints. That's fine. You can say what's on your mind. But the only thing that I'm after is the truth. I just want the truth. And the truth is a very dangerous thing. The truth, it's like, that famous movie saying, you can't handle the truth. That's true. I mean, that's like a lot of people cannot handle the truth. I mean, I'll try to wake people up at work or down the street, and I'll try to start off by talking about, the Federal Reserve and get them to understand how we're in a fiat money system. And the politicians use the Federal Reserve to instigate all their bullcrap policies. And then I want to tell them how 9/11 was an inside job. And then I want to tell them how about the pharmaceutical companies. And then I want to tell them about the Franken foods and how they're genetically modifying all our foods. And then I want to tell them about the swine flu. Then I want to tell them about how our president is probably not even born in the United States. And then the list just goes on and on and on. And it's like, it gets to a point in the conversation where they just look at you can't even like unload the truth on them because they would just look at you and think you are an absolute nutcase. So that's why I like YouTube so much, is I can speak the truth, and you guys can leave comments or not, but at least I get to say what's on my mind. So having stated that, I wanted to share that I went to Blockbuster last night. Me and my wife were going to take a break, and we bought some movies. And she got, some chick flicks. I forget all the movies she got, but I just, got the Watchmen. And this came out in March, so you guys are probably fully aware of this. But if there is one or two viewers out there that are not aware, at least this video will get to you. But that movie, The Watchmen, is nothing but full-blown propaganda for the Illuminati. It's the most, I couldn't even have imagined that I would be sitting in front of a camera talking to a YouTube audience about symbolism in movies. I thought that people did that were, they got nothing better to do, or, they're just kind of like a little bit on the edge. But now I'm doing that, right? I'm going to be talking to you about that movie. I'm going to show 4 pictures, and then I'm going to talk about some other things. And I'm telling you that when I watched that movie, my jaw hit the floor. That whole movie I just saw it through the eyes of what my awake eyes and what I know is going on in the world. And that whole movie is nothing but Illuminati propaganda to condition the public. It's just shocking when you look at that movie with awake eyes. But I'm going to show 4 pictures, and I ain't got time to go through and capture like hundreds of pictures and make fancy videos. So I'm not recommending you go watch the movie, but if you do watch the movie, just notice these things. The first thing I'm going to show, and I'm going to try to put it in between my discussion points, is they have a cemetery, and it panned back. And guess what's in the background of the cemetery? You got the Twin Towers with a little antenna on top. That's a little strange, right? They talk about, there's a scene, I'm going to insert it right now. Okay, that scene is the Rockefeller Military Research Center. Okay, give me a freaking break. The Rockefeller Military Research Center. Oh, okay. All right, it gets a lot deeper than that. Okay, he's thumbing through some envelopes. I'm going to insert it right now. Okay, as you saw, that's the Pyramid Transnational. The whole movie talks about world unity, new world order. Okay, I'm going to throw another one here. It's a box. Okay, this box had a machine gun in it. A guy pulled a machine gun out and started firing it into a room. just saw the clip I put up. New World Delivered. Okay, New World Order Delivered. It's like they're delivering death. Okay, there's lots of other stuff throughout the course of the movie. People are getting cancer left and right. They even talk about amygdalin. Amygdalin is vitamin B17. Vitamin B17 is what G. Edward Griffin talks about cancer, a cure for cancer, but they're suppressing it to the public because it's a natural substance and they couldn't make any money off of it. So they're like, the sheeple don't understand what that is. They're just sticking it to the people that know. There is no useful benefit for putting that in the movie. You have to ask yourself, was the director doing this as an inside joke? What was his motivation for putting all this New World Order stuff in the movie? It added nothing to the movie for the sheeple. But the people that are awake, the patriots, it's just like rubbing our nose in it. This is what I think. You know how when a dog craps on the floor, and sometimes the owner, I've never done this, but I have heard that the owner will go grab the dog, take the dog, and like shove its nose in the crap, right? Just shove it, even the dog was trying to back up, right? That's what this movie is doing to us patriots. It's like taking us and shoving our nose in this New World Order. Like, we're gonna propagate and advertise all the crap that the Illuminati want to do to the public, and we're even gonna display it in the open. But nobody will understand it. And if you try to convince somebody, they're going to think you're a freaking fruitcake. That's exactly what's going on with this movie. I'm not an expert, right? And there's a possibility I could be wrong in some of my interpretations. But for those patriots that watch that movie, that's like, wow! These people are just rubbing our noses in it. I mean, how more blatant can you get? I talked about the fact that they're killing protesters in the movie. And one of the guys, as he's killing protesters, right? These are people that are protesting the leadership. After he gets through killing, beating up all these protesters, and actually they kill a few, he says, "GD, I love working on American soil." It's like the guy loves killing protesters on American soil. You go, okay, all right. The one guy in the movie that wants to go expose what they're doing, they kill him. I think his name is Korvac or something like that. They kill that guy. They can't let him get out and tell everybody what's going on. The movie ended with a false flag attack, which is a nuclear attack on a city, and the leadership, the people that are in power, said, yeah, that was a good thing to do because now we can work towards world unity, and the people are actually better off now that we've had this false flag attack. I mean, how freaking blatant can you freaking get? And then after they do that, and the one guy says, I'm going to go tell the rest of the people, no matter even if Armageddon, we got to let the truth be known. And they kill him. He's the bad guy. Anyway, I want to go on to another topic. I don't have time to go through movies and do hours and hours of screen captures and find out all and go into this stuff in depth. I can just tell you just from a brief conversation that movie is blatant Illuminati propaganda. And I know I'm late to the party. Many of you may know this, and you'll say, wow, you're really behind the times. Like I said, I don't watch a lot of movies. And so I did last night, and I was like, I'm just shocked. Let me do two other quick things. Chuck Norris has came out and openly asked for the president to show his long-form birth certificate. I think that's great. Way to go, Chuck Norris. So we're getting a little bit of famous people behind us on that issue. And I guess the sheeple of the world, they need famous people to help them make a decision about something. I personally don't need Chuck Norris to tell me squat, but if sheeple need to hear Chuck Norris and it helps them understand that it's an important issue, that's great. And I rarely do anything like this, and I'm even hesitant to do it, but I'm going to go ahead and do it. There is a YouTuber, and I've never met her, okay? And I'm not saying that everything she will ever put out on YouTube I will 100% agree with, and I'm sure that she or you all will not agree with 100% of everything I say or do. But I do believe this lady is a God-fearing patriot and believes in truth, and I was in tears for my admiration for her. I'm going to put the link in the sidebar. She is a physically blind lady, and she put out, she recently got on YouTube. She has 1 subscriber, even though I noticed she has lots of friends. I don't even think she's told anybody she's blind, so I hope I'm not breaking any trust, but I just am overwhelmed with admiration for this YouTuber. A blind lady out there, brave enough to speak up for truth and to put her views out on YouTube. And when I look out at the men in America that are sitting and letting their lives go to waste and yelling at football, yelling at football games and doing all the crap that they do. And a blind lady is awake and sees the New World Order. I am in total admiration. That's the phone ringing. I'm not going to remake this video because that phone's ringing. Okay, looks like I'm running out of time. Sorry about that. You'll just figure that the phone's got to ring during the middle of all this, but I can't remake the video. I just don't have the time. But the admiration I have for that lady is just off the charts. And if you get a chance, check her YouTube channel out. Welcome her. Treat her nice. I'm sure she can take care of herself. She must be a very brave, courageous lady. But can you imagine yourself being blind and in the world that we live in today and yet still being awake to all this stuff? And just imagine the courage that this lady must have. Anyway, God bless every one of you. Thanks for letting me talk. I know I rambled a bit. Sorry about the phone ringing, but I can't help that. Take care and God bless.